happen, man. All right. Continuing on, it says, verse 19 says, "But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you." So, that's what it is, It's the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, that's speaking, all right, through us, man. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to put on our minds what to say, because it's all about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to begin with, and we're doing His will, okay? So like I said, someone was going to be put to death, man, for teaching this truth, and so be it, man. We're looking to get the hell out of here, and we know that what we're doing is the righteous thing, all right. And also, we know that if you die, shouldn't say that. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick before I get this. Before I read that revelation. The scriptures speak about, someone losing their life. All right, this is talking about Israelites losing their lives. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10. I'll start at 38. Matthew 10 and 38. It says, "And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it." Right. So that's what I was going to quote, but I didn't want to quote it. Roughly paraphrase it. I wanted to read it verbatim, so you can know for yourself, man. All right. If you lose your life for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you're gonna actually find your life. All right. Because what we do is actually an honorable and a beautiful thing. We're doing something that's righteous before the eyes of the rest of our people, and also being that we're still in captivity, man. The scriptures speak about glorifying Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai even in the fires, man. So, we know that our task is not easy. Our journeys are very hard, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, what I'm saying, strengthening us in spirit, all right, so that we may be able to stand, all right, against the evils, all right, that Esau's going to come at us with. That's what's going to get us through. All the wisdom that we obtain, all the knowledge and wisdom we obtaining right now, before all hell totally breaks loose. It's all going to help us, in spirit, when all hell do break loose. All right, because we'll be able to be spiritually strong and mentally strong. All right, when we see all these bodies start to drop around us, man. People start to die from the pestilence, famine, and even being thrown into concentration camps. We're going to be able to stand in that day, or be spiritually and mentally strong in that day, because we understand what's going on, because we took heed, all right, to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's word. So that's what's going to go well with us, and to the rest, they're going to be, caught up out here in these, in these plagues that's going to overtake them. All right. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's just something to keep in mind. What we do is very serious, and what we do is something that pleases the Most High. People look at this as like we're fools or something, but no, we're not fools. We're just being obedient servants. Like I always say. Revelation chapter 17, verse 6. It says, "And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration." All right, so, the scripture just told you, all right, which, this is John. This is actually a revelation that was given to John, that he's seen the martyrs of Yahushua. All right? What is that talking about? You know what a martyr is? Let's get martyr. Let me get martyr real quick. I'm going to bring up martyr. Let's look up martyr real quick. I'm going to Google. It says, this is Google. It says, a person who is killed because of their religious or other beliefs. It says, saints, martyrs, and witnesses to the faith kill someone because of their beliefs. So, this is Google. If you Akim out there can see. All right. So that's the meaning of martyr. So, there you go. Someone's going to be martyred, right? I put an ED on it. Someone's going to be martyrs, all right, for Yehovah Shem Yahushua. All right. And like I said earlier, you got to prepare your mind for this. All right. The scriptures speak about fainting and not fainting. Those of you that don't faint, that means what? You're spiritually strong enough to endure whatever it is that you come up against, man, or they come up against you. I'm sorry. All right, you're able to stand against something, that's against you, and to spiritually be able to bear it, man, because a lot of our people, the scriptures speak about men's hearts failing them for fear, man. Our hearts are not gonna fail us for fear. The word heart means mind. Our minds are not gonna have a melt. We're not gonna have a mental meltdown or breakdown. All right, we're not gonna have a mental breakdown. We know exactly what's going on. We've prepared ourselves by learning the scriptures and teaching the scriptures and meditating on the scriptures. So we know if we're brought up to be put to death for the witness of Yahushua, then so be it. All right, so be it. All right, so let's go to Revelation, the 20th chapter now. In the 4th verse, it says, "And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years." So, basically, another revelation that John received was that he seen some of us being beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High. All right, that's what it was, man. All right, that's what it was, man. When he received the vision, that's what John was seeing. He was seeing men of the Lord being beheaded. All right, for being a witness of Yahushua and for exalting the words of the Most High, man. All right, and we're some of us are going to be presented with that in these coming, times we're living in. All right, in due time they're going to approach us, man. Some of us are going to be approached with death, man. And you gonna be forced with, hey, denounce or stop believing or teaching about Yahweh Shema Shai, or you're gonna be put to death. You have to have a strong mind and spirit to say, you know what? Just like the high priest Eleazar, when he was forced to when they was trying to force him, I'm sorry, to eat the swine's flesh. You know, he was about 90 years old, I believe, and he told them no. All right, he told them no, and he chose to be put to death rather than to go against the Most High. And that's a very great example of which I always used to quote the scripture a lot. What's that? Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 4:28, I believe, when it says, "Strive for the truth unto death." That's a great example of striving for the truth unto death. You know, Eleazar was a elderly priest, man, and all that wisdom he had gained. You know, he was a righteous man. You know, he had fulfilled his priestly duties, man, and you know, he didn't waver. He wasn't faint-hearted when those it was, and then during that time, Esau was overrested during that time. You know, during the time of the Maccabees. All right, he was doing that whole he was doing the whole time of Esau. You know, when he came into power as the Greeks, it was during that time period. You know, it was like kind of going into the Greco-Roman Empire. You know, then, you know, but anyways, though, still, you know, the point I'm making is the high priest Eleazar at the time, you know, he stood strong and stood stiffly, all right, for the Most High. All right, and in these times, when they approach us like the same way they approach Eleazar and the same way they approach even more, you know, Yahweh Shai, we have to be spiritually strong in that day. All right, and that's the reason why we're building our spirits up now, while we have the time to. All right, because like I said, you must choose death rather than to go against the Most High. All right. Matter of fact, let's go back to it's the book of Matthew. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. It says, and this is Yahweh Shah speaking, this is in red. He says, Yahweh Shah said in verse 28, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." So that's the Most High. You know, that's why the scriptures say that he's what? The Father of spirits, man. All right, so there you have it. You know, don't fear Esau, man, because though you may be beheaded, you gotta remember the Most High is the one that is in control. And we have examples. Matter of fact, the greatest example we have, all right, is Yahweh Shai himself, because Yahweh Shai was what? He was crucified, and he was put to death, right? But who raised him up? The Most High raised him up. All right, the Most High is the one that raised Yahweh Shai up. And Yahweh Shai, you know, Yahweh Shai was rewarded greatly for that. You know, being he's only begotten of the Most High anyway, but still, pretty much he received all power when he rose up. This is and he's gonna do the same thing of us true believers in him, in his son. All right, that's my whole point of saying that, you know, because a lot of time, you know, when Esau approaches Jake, even now, like when Jake, you know, when Esau, at least before it's get behind you, and you get all nervous and shit, You know, when all hell breaks loose, man, only real men are gonna survive, man. And those real men are men of the Lord, man. As far as among Israelites, man. Romans 8 and 11. It says, but if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh Shah from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Yahweh Shah from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. All right? Hey, man. Hey, man, gotta get the Most High hand for that, man. Gotta get the Most High hand for that, man. The Most High is the one that dwelleth in us, man. Yo, I'm at camp. What's going on? Yeah, I'll call you back. I'm at camp right now, teacher. I'll call you back, though. All right. Yeah, you know, the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh Shai was the spirit of the Most High. You know, it dwells in us, man. That's why we're able to come out here and do the things we do, man. Did not the Most High raise up Yahweh Shai? See what I'm saying? Same thing will happen to us, man. Those of us that truly believe in Yahweh Shai, the Most High is going to raise us up as well. All right, that's a beautiful thing, man. That should be comforting to your spirit, man. You know that right there, man, almost got me shit, man, jumping for joy right now. Shit, man. You know, I love reading about the old stories of our ancestors, or men of the Lord of old, being true believers in the Most High, and they was able to to be delivered out of situations, man. And though being beheaded or put to death for the witness of Yahweh Bashim Shai may seem harsh to you, man, we actually going to be delivered, man, because the Most High is going to raise us up, man, just like He raised up Yahweh Shai, right? Hey, man, Brakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, man, that's beautiful, man. That's fucking awesome, man. Because, you know, to think about all the things that you've done, all right, to labor, all right, and you can earnestly walk to the fucking guillotine with no worry. You know, that's the best feeling in the world, man. I was thinking about that the other, I think last weekend. I was thinking about that, like, man, you know, sometimes it comes to my mind, you know, and I received a few visions from the Most High, you know, so, you know, I've had times where I meditate on those visions, man, and shit, man. Sometimes, man, you be so elated with joy, man. You be like, shit, you be wanting it to happen right now, you know, but, you know, you got to be patient, man, because it's a beautiful thing to receive a vision, man, and to see it come to pass, man, is that much, man, it's that much gratifying to your soul, man. It's just awesome to get that feeling, man. It engulfs your spirit with just nothing but pure fire, man. All right, and it's just one of them things, man. You know, it just gets you excited, man, because you see the end, man. You see the end. You know the ending of Esau's society. You know the ending. All right, of us being captives here in America, man. All right. You know, I've it's one vision I didn't share with anybody. I just kept it to myself, but it was actually one about the chariots. All right, it's concerning the chariots, concerning salvation, man. And it was, I've been thinking about, speaking on it, but I don't know. the Most High Spirit on me to do it, I'll do it. Not, I don't know. It's a beautiful ending, But it just gets you excited, man. It gets you excited, all right? Because you know that the Most High is with us, man. The Most High is with us, and He never have not been with us. The scriptures tell you that the Most High dwelled in the midst of the children of Israel. All right, so we being Israelites, especially those of us that labor and do the Most High's will, the scriptures tell you that the Most High encampeth angels around the righteous, man. So, I mean that pumps you up, man. That pumps you up in spirit, man. I love it, man. All right, shit, it don't even feel like it's cold right now. And it's cold as shit. It's cold as shit out here, man. But it don't even feel like it, man. So pumped up in spirit, man. Let me continue on. Man. Oh, man. Man, I'm telling you, man. Sometimes you want to just, man. Sometimes, you feel like you're just at the top of the mountain. You're just yelling, man. Just yelling with joy. That's how it feels, man. All right. Let me continue on. Let me continue on, though. But yeah, the scriptures say comfort ye one another with these words, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. That's what it's all about, man. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. Hold on. Well, in fact, let me start a little bit. The more meal this precept here. Yeah, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, starting at verse 13. This is one of my favorite precepts, by the way. It says, But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, and we believe that. All right, we have the account to prove it, man. All right. It says, for if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. So, if you being put to death, you're just being put to sleep pretty much, because that's what it's doing. When you die, someone says he's at rest or she's at rest. All right. So that's all it is, man. It says, verse 15. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. Right. So, like I said earlier, you're not gonna lose. A man of the Lord is not gonna lose, man. Ain't no bad ending to a man of the Lord. No, someone else that's not spiritual may say that's pretty bad, but in reality, it's not. Shit, you dying for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. What's more precious and beautiful than that, man? That's just something to marinate on your mind. Let that marinate in your mind. Verse 16 says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. So those brothers that are beheaded or put to death or martyrs, all right, they're going to rise first. They're gonna, meaning what? They're gonna be beating up on the chariots first. When those chariots come, man. When those chariots of salvation come, the men of the Lord that died in Yahweh Shah first, they're gonna be risen first. So think about Abba Bivens, think about King Shah, the Yaiqua, all the men of the Lord that passed along. Even the brothers I don't know, may have not met or heard of. Some brothers I heard that that passed along, but hey, those men that died in Yahweh Shah, they're gonna be risen, man. All right, that's something beautiful, man. You're gonna hey man, you're gonna see great men being risen from the graves, man. That's awesome, man. Because you watch, I know a lot of us watch some of those men on video, man. See the great spirit within them, man. When I first learned about King Mashah, and I watched there's a few videos on King Mashah teaching, man. And he was an elderly man. He was up in age, and to see the life and spirit that he had within, to see the great energy he had in spirit, man. It was just awesome to see, because that he was a true man of the Lord. I don't know him personally, but I watched those men. Go out to the highways and hedges and do the same things that I'm doing, right? The same thing I'm doing, the same thing you brothers doing. All right? And so, to see those men to be risen and to be beaten up on the chariots when they come, that's going to be a beautiful thing, man. All right? The strangers of, the scripture speak about the strangers of this, of our salvation. All right? That's I'm telling you, man. I don't take this truth lightly, man. All right, so it been times that, I've even had words with years ago. I had words with one Jake on the job, and it was because. It was some stupid shit, man. He's just a wild little dumb little nigga, man. And, we just sitting there, I guess we talking about some silly shit. It was, it wasn't nothing that was, crazy conversation, but he was basically, he was talking about committing adultery, man. And it was, I explained to him, like, it ain't good to, sleep with another man's wife, man, a woman, man. He was, I was telling him the things that could happen by you doing that, and he called me scared, man, and I man, shit, man. I got emotional with anger, and it's not funny, but I didn't do anything to the guy, but I got emotional with anger, and I told him, I said, man, I called him a nigga. I was like, man, you fucking, I got mad, man. How the fuck you gonna call me scary? You scared? You scared? Man, I ain't goddamn scared. I'm scared of the Most High, but I ain't scared of, the shit he was talking about. It was like, I didn't even care about the shit he was talking about, because when he called me scared, I said, I went in his face, I said, look, motherfucker, I go out every weekend, put my life on the line and teach little knucklehead niggas like you this knowledge, man. Whether you're here for bear, you gonna call me scared, man? I said, don't ever hear you. I said, I don't want to ever hear you say I'm scared. You ain't got the heart to do what I do, man. I was right. I got nose to that motherfucker, man. I was that, I was that passionate. I was that moved with anger, and I was, that passion within me for doing what I do, which is teaching this knowledge. It riled me up, man. And I was like, how fucking dare you, man? You sit around here and you talk about fucking the other men's women. Like, the Most High gonna fuck you up for that shit, man? You gonna stop doing what you doing? Probably went in one ear and out the other. But that man was, man, he always was, hey, how you doing, brother? He don't even teach, he don't even believe in the Most High. But every time he see me, he was like, hey, how you doing, brother? I ain't like that shit, man. Don't do that, man. But that was, I was shit. I was probably, I was like a year. I was like, it wasn't even a year in. I probably like a year. It's like my first year. I had just completed my first year. I was like going to my second year on this knowledge, and yeah, it was during that time. I was man, look, man. It ain't funny, but I had just came in. Most I just brought me in, and shit that got me riled up because you know I was when I began to learn this knowledge, man. That passion within you, man, that zeal that was within you, that's within you. It causes you to you know to be on fire for this thing, man. And shit, it's just one of them things. And I think about just me thinking about it right now. I mean, you know, and I don't know what that guy's doing right now. I haven't seen that guy in years. He just was a coworker of mine, but he's probably doing the same shit. He was a wild, wicked Israelite, man. He was wild, man. And so, looking back on that situation, I've gained wisdom from that situation. I wouldn't do that shit now, of course. But if he knew and understood, and not just knew, but understood what we do and what we go through, but more importantly, to know our end, that guy, man, I can see him, the kingdom with his head down right now, man. I can foresee that, man. Because you know why? That guy right there, man, he's one of them guys that, man, he just, he's infatuated by committing adultery, man. I even quoted Proverbs to him. The one that the precept is the one that says, "He that committed adultery lacking understanding." It's in Proverbs, man. And I quoted that scripture to him, man. I think, matter of fact, I believe I read it to him. All right, and so like I said, probably one after the other. But it goes to show you how passionate. It goes to show you how passionate and how how much we're on fire for this truth, man. Because we have the hardest job that an Israelite can have within this society. You can fucking, like, it's a job that they working. I know somebody working at a job that he works 7/12s. That's fucking hard labor right there, man. 7 days, 12-hour shifts. And I think about that. I think about that, and I say to myself, like, man, that's a lot of work, man. 7 days, 12 hours a day.